Well, the first round of the Mid-American Conference basketball tournament starts today. Good evening, Kent State and all of Portage County. I'm Savannah McCarthy.
And I'm Megan Deerling. It's game day for Kent State men's basketball team, and the Flashes are looking to secure their spot in Cleveland.
Tonight, they face off against Central Michigan University right here on campus. Sports reporter Star Bodie joins us live from the MAC with a breakdown of tonight's matchup. Star?
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm here live from the MAC Center, where Kent State University will be taking on Central Michigan. Now, Kent State University is 6th seed, and Central Michigan is 11th seed, so this is going to be a tough game here tonight for both. Now, recently, Kent State did play Central Michigan, where they actually lost in overtime with a score of 105-98. Now, some players to look at are Dion Edwin, Jimmy Hall, who have both have been named All-MAC honors going into tonight's game. Hall is currently leading the scoreboard with 18 points and 10 rebounds, and now Dion Edwin is the defensive player. He is ranked 43 for steals and 10th in the MAC. Also, now some players to look at for Central Michigan. We have Braylon Rayson, who scored 27 points, with Marcus Keene, who also scored 21 points, going in from Eastern Michigan's matchup. Now, recently, Kent State did play Akron, where we lost by 10 points on Friday night because of the defensive way of how things went. Now, Coach Rob Senderov stated that, the players are going to need to bounce back from this by doing the rebounds, coming in close, marking tight on the defense. Now, looking during that game, Akron actually had the ball for 38 minutes, so Central Michigan is going to try to do the same thing, so it is important that Kent State is able to be offensively a great team. Now, the tip-off for tonight's game starts at 7 p.m. Students who come, they will receive a T-shirt. It's a big game. We need everyone here tonight since it's the MAC tournament. Whatever team wins moves on to Thursday night's game, and the other team is eliminated. Back to you guys in the newsroom.
Thank you, Star. The basketball team is playing Central Michigan University in the first game of the MAC tournament. Our correspondent Gretchen Lasso asked students on campus how they feel about the game tonight.
Thanks, Savannah. Tonight starts the MAC Championship Tournament at 7, and if you follow any Kent accounts on social media, you have probably seen the promotions for the tournament. Kent has been trying to hype up these games to get students excited, so I went around campus and got student reactions to see how they felt about the game.
I don't know anything about the MAC tournament.
It starts today. The very first game is against Central Michigan.
I know it's basketball.
I know it has something to do with March Madness happening, but I think they go into it, maybe.
I don't know who Kent plays tonight. I'm sure you haven't found a lot of people who do know who Kent plays tonight.
And it goes on for, I think, just this week, I'm pretty sure. And then it leads into March Madness, whoever the winning team is.
I will not be attending the game.
Tonight's game is important for the men's basketball team in the MAC tournament. However, students on campus do not know a lot about the game and are not very excited. In order to build more excitement, all students who attend the game tonight and enter through the student entrance will receive a free T-shirt. For TV2, I'm Gretchen Lasso.
Thank you, Gretchen. Our rivals down the road, the University of Akron, added their own twist to MAC tournament play. U of A created Zippy's MAC Challenge, an academic bracket that advances teams based on money raised by fans. Students, faculty, alumni, and friends can all vote for their favorite team by making a gift donation. All gifts will benefit the Making a Difference and Moving Forward campaign. Round 1 starts tonight, and if you are interested in making a donation, you can go to uakron.edu/Zippy's MAC Challenge. Now, the men's team isn't the only one getting involved in the MAC tournament play. The women's basketball team will start playing this Wednesday.
But their story is a little different and watched less, even though they are MAC East champions. Our Julia Hazel joins us now with a deeper look. Julia.
Thanks, Megan and Savannah. Basketball has been the highlight of the week on campus, but the women's basketball team made history Wednesday night. I asked KSU students one question. Have you ever watched KSU's women's basketball team?
No, but I just did learn.
No, not even know they had a sports ball tournament.
No, I did not know that.
I have not.
These Kent State students have never watched our women's basketball team, but why? Well, the past 3 seasons, our women's team has only won 18 games total. Starting in season 2013-14 with 7 wins, season 14 and 15 with 5 wins, and last 15 and 16 with 6 wins.
Now, even though many Kent State University students haven't been updated with women's basketball, they have just won their 18th game of the entire season Wednesday night against Miami University, taking first in the MAC for the entire season.
But this year, our women's team leaped forward and won 19 games for the entire season. Starting the season off with the new head coach, Todd Starkey really set things well with the team. And other players, such as Larissa Larkin, who is one of the nation's best guards, broke Kent's record for average points per game. But nothing feels better than beating Kent's biggest rival, Akron, with a crowd-breaking record of 1,073 people flooding in to watch at the MAC Center. After much of hard work, sweat, and tears, winning the MAC this year is a huge victory for the university and for the team.
Women's basketball team played again this past weekend, grabbing a win over University of Buffalo with a score of 80-71. For TV2 News, I'm Julia Hazel.
Thank you, Julia. Phase 2 of the Summit Street construction project is underway as of today, and that means that drivers can notice some changes. Traffic will be one-way eastbound from Morris Road to Willow Circle until May at the very least. Detour signs and additional traffic lights have been installed to aid drivers. Part of bus routes will, however, run as scheduled. For more information, you can log on to kent.edu/Summit Street. Now, this new phase of construction just frustrates me because, let's be honest, I'm never on time anyway. So let's hope that the weather doesn't add to my always being late.
Right. And even for the construction workers, hopefully it's not far too cold for them. You know, I mean, with this changing weather, we never know what's coming up next. Ever. But our Aaron Simonek joins us now with a look at our first forecast. Aaron.
All right, thank you, Megan. I don't have really good news for anyone today because in Kent it is very rainy and it is going to be rainy for the next couple days. But let's take a look at Northeast Ohio temperatures. We're looking at the Sandusky, Cleveland area, those mid to lower 50-degree temperatures. In Kent right now we are looking at 48 degrees. But moving along to those statewide temperatures, we are just going to be seeing pretty consistent temperatures throughout the entire state. We are going to be looking at those higher temperatures a little bit in southern Ohio. But Kent right now is 48 degrees, so let's take a look at Kent. Currently it is a little bit rainy. We are going to be seeing those clouds tonight along with that rain. So 48 degrees right now for Kent, feels a little bit cooler at 45 degrees. Dew point at 44.6. Wind pretty steady and humidity is pretty high at 87 degrees. But taking a look at the hourly forecast for the rest of the night, pretty consistent temperatures throughout that night, and we are going to be continuously seeing that rain. So I will have a little bit more coming up in my full 7-day forecast and taking a look at later this week. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. Kent State students brought the Roaring Twenties back to life during a fashion show over the weekend. The 13th annual Rock the Runway fashion show featured student designers who got to watch their work come to life. Every designer stunned the crowd with flowing fringe, silhouettes, and sparkling dresses. Models shredded down the runway on Saturday to music by Kent State's Jazz Society Quartet. Fashion designer majors Cassidy Billard and Anne Marie Elliman won the event with their line, Living Lindy. Both students received $2,500 toward their fall tuition.
A Ravenna man has been fined and placed on probation after pleading guilty to stealing a Wyndham ambulance. 36-year-old Jesse J. Molesky took the ambulance from UH Portage Medical in October 2016 and pleaded guilty last month to the charge of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, a first-degree misdemeanor. A grand jury had declined to indict Molesky on felony charges. And KSU police said a pair of brothers robbed a 19-year-old Mansfield man shortly after 2 a.m. on November 5th, 2016. Maslin brothers Lamar Albright and Markel Albright pled guilty January 18th in Portage County Police Court to 1 count each of robbery with third-degree felonies. Both Albrights are free on personal recognizance bonds on the conditions they remain on monitored house arrest with work privileges. The Wyndham Fire Department announced the reception of a more than $21,000 grant from the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation to purchase specialized rescue tools. This means no tax funds will be needed to purchase equipment the department says is desperately needed. The Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation has awarded more than $24 million in grants to fire departments and other safety agencies since 2005. In Manaway Potato Festival, organizers will attempt to break the record for the world's largest pierogi. Yes, so the current record is 123 pounds, and anyone can volunteer to help by just simply calling 330-274-0770. And the board also tripled the entertainment budget for the April festival to bring in country western star Amanda Jones Band.